ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? I hope everyone is doing good. So we'll start today's session with present perfect continuous. I've written a small quote on the board. Stay committed to your purpose. Be persistent with a spirit of no looking back. ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಭರವಸೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಇಟ್. ಬಿ ಪರ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯು ಶುಡೆಂಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ಆರ್ ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್ ಅವೇ ದಿ ಹಾಫ್ ವೇ. Leave it in the halfway. Also, you should never look back. Why I did this? You start, you be committed to it, and until and unless you complete it, never look back. With that good note, we'll start today's session. As usual, we will be seeing a few things. We learn few things, 5 things. Every class we learn 5 new things. I'll share the screen. Okay, if you find it to be interesting, pertaining to English or general knowledge, you can make a note of it as usual. One moment, I'm sharing the screen. I hope the screen is visible. Screen visible ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? Okay. What does this word meticulous mean? What does this word meticulous mean? Any guess? Any idea? What does this word meticulous mean? In simple words, you can let me know. ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟವಾಗಿರೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. Simple terms, as far as you are having knowledge about this word, you can give me the meaning. ಮೆಟಿಕ್ಯುಲಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಗ್ರತೆಯಿಂದ ಇರೋದು, ತುಂಬಾ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು. You do things very meticulously means you plan accordingly and ensure that it is being executed as you plan in a very careful manner. She prepared her presentation with meticulous planning, in and out of things that she had to look for. She had taken care of it. Very careful is the meaning of the word meticulous. Okay. One word substitution. What do we call it as? Person who believes in hard work. ಕಠಿಣವಾದ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಹಾಕೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ there is a one word to it. Person who puts in lot of efforts, we call it as a hard worker. Same way, person who believes in hard work, person who believes in hard work, he is called as diligent. What is he called as? He or she is called as diligent. A person who is very much a hard worker, or he or she is a hard worker, is called as a diligent. Diligent is the word. Diligent is the word, not intelligent. Diligent. Diligent. So a lot of things pertaining to English. Which organ never rests? In something pertaining to our human body. Which is the organ, only organ that in our human body that never takes rest? It's the heart. Heart is the only organ that never takes rest. Heart is the only organ that never rests. CCTV, you would have come across this device everywhere, like in apartments, in malls. Even in schools, you would have come across. What is this expansion? What is the full form of this word? CCTV. Abbreviation of this. Can you let me know? CCTV, the expansion ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? You should be aware of it because we generally use this terminology CCTV. Closed circuit television. Great. Amazing you are. Closed circuit television is its abbreviation. 73 MDRSSC. Dodahalli Pavagada has answered it. Great. Impressed that you are aware of it. Good. In India, who is this personality who has been called as Iron Man? Iron Man of India anta yaran karitivi. Maybe you'll be knowing who is being called as Iron Man of India. If at all you know the reason why that person is being called as Iron Man of India, also you can let me know. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Lot of centers. Wow. Very much aware of it. Yes, he is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He is called Iron Man of India. Why is it so? ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಐನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ದಾರ್ ವಲ್ಲಭಾಯ್ ಪಟೇಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಬಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ he was the role that he played was crucial in integrating at that point of time 565 princely states. He had to merge it into one single unified India after independence. So that is the reason he is being called as Iron Man of India. It isn't a simple task to bring in 565 princely states into a single one, that too immediately after independence. A very tough task which he did it solely. That is why he is being called as Iron Man of India. ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಇವ್ರನ್ನ Iron Man of India ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Nice. I see a lot of centers joining now. For them alone, let me show the pictures that I had. Meticulous. Meticulous means very careful. Being very careful is called as meticulous. You plan in things very carefully, looking into things. One word substitution, person who believes in hard work, he's called or he or she is called as diligent. DILIGENT. Organ that never rests, it is heart. Expansion of CCTV, it is closed circuit television. Closed circuit television. Iron Man of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Yes, a very happy morning to all of you who have joined now. Last class we had seen present perfect tense. Any doubts to anyone regarding that topic? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು so that we can progress with the other next part that I planned for the day. No one? Okay. So what is the structure of the sentence, that too in present perfect tense? Can you quickly tell me what is the structure of the sentence in present perfect tense? ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? No doubts. Okay. Present perfect tense, subject plus has or have. Verb in its base form or a continuous form, past participle, present participle. What is the form of verb in present perfect tense? Present perfect tense alli verb in ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಏನು ಹೇಗಿರತ್ತೆ? We had seen lot of examples. We had seen activities as well. Past participle form of verb. It is also called as V3 form of verb. Past participle form of the verb is the form of verb that we use in perfect tense. Do, did, done. This example alone will help us to identify which is the past participle form of verb. The done ಅನ್ನೋ word past participle form that we use in present perfect tense. Base form is called as V1. Past form is called as V2. Past participle form is called as V3. Right? Is it clear until over here? So you need to remember, if at all a sentence is given in present perfect tense, it is to be noted that the verb is in past participle form. Continuous form alalla iralla. Do, did, done. Eat, ate, eaten. See, saw, seen. ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? See, saw, seen. V1, V2, V3. I'm quickly recapping it so that while we are seeing present perfect continuous tense, you don't get confused. Okay. Any other quick example that you can give me for V1, V2, V3? Apart from the examples that we had seen last class, eat, eat, ate, eaten. Okay. Speak, spoke, spoken. Very nice. Superb. Any other example? Drink, drank, drunk. Go, went, gone. Superb. Amazing. Super. So in present perfect tense alone, the verb is in its past participle form. Now that we are moving on to present perfect. Tell, told, told. Correct. Here past and past participle remains the same. Sing, sang, sung. In these three forms, that is V1, V2, V3, all the three verbs are taking different forms. Okay. Yes. Clear. So pretty much clear to everyone. I'm erasing the board so that we can progress with present perfect continuous. Another name for continuous. What is the another name for continuous? Lot of example. Write, wrote, written. Correct. For continuous, what is the other word that we use? It is progressive. If at all the sentence is mentioned as progressive, you shouldn't get confused. It is nothing but continuous only. Okay. Good. ಈ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೇಗಿರತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್, ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸಿ ನೌ. ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. One moment, let me share the screen. Few seconds, kindly bear with me. Much more most. I have eaten breakfast. Very good example. Nan breakfast na tindidini. Sometime back you started eating and it has been completed. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ನಾವ್ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದ್ ಕೆಲಸ ನಡೀತಾನೇ ಇದೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್. ದೀಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್, ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್, ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ನೌ. ಒಂದ್ ಕೆಲಸವಾದದ್ದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಮುಂಚೆ ಶುರು ಆಯ್ತು, ಇನ್ನೂ ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. It started some time back and it is in progress even now. That we call it as present perfect continuous. Okay. Here the verb would be in its ing form. ing form alli idde irate. Verb ಆಗಿರೋದು ವರ್ಬ್ ಜೊತೆ ING ಸೇರಿಸಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್. ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಲ್ವಾ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾನು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ 6 months. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನಿಂಗ್, ಇನ್ನೂ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್, ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಮುಂಚೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನಗಳ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾನು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ನಡೀತಾನೇ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಅದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪ್ರಿಟಿ ಮಚ್ ಲೌಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ಎಂಡ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ದಿ ಆಡಿಯೋ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಯೋರ್ ಎಂಡ್. ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ in chat box. Meaning. What is the meaning of this present perfect continuous tense? It indicates an action that started in the recent past. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಮುಂಚೆನೂ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಮುಂಚೆ ಶುರು ಆಯಿತು ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಅದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸಿವ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಹೌಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ 8 months. 8 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ನಾನು ಮನೆಗೆ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಹೊಡಿತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್, ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ಓಡ್ತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಓಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಬೀನ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, we get to understand that, we tend to understand that it has started in the past and it is continuing, but until when, ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಶುರುವಾಗಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರತ್ತೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಇನ್ನೂ ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಬ್ ಜೊತೆ ING ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, along with verb ING is traveling. I'm sorry, I am traveling. ಇದು present continuous, it is not present perfect continuous. Okay, if you want you can make note of the meaning. Shall I move on to the next picture? Progressive ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರೇ continuous. I am learning. Examples that I have been learning. You should include I have been ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್ ಡೇಸ್. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದಾನೇ ನಾನು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನ ಕಲಿತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ: ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ plus present participle form of verb. I see a lot of centers raising hands. If at all it is a doubt, you can write it in the chat box. Okay, if at all it is to be a doubt, please raise it in the chat box so that I can clarify it. I am writing from yesterday. I have been writing. I have been learning English grammar from past 6 months. 6 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ನಾನು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಗ್ರಾಮರ್ನ ಕಲಿತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. I have been learning. What you have been learning from childhood days. ಏನ್ನ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದ? ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್. ಹಾಡನ್ನ ನಾನು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದಾನೇ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಯು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಶುರು ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ನೀವು ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕಲಿಯೋದು, ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಲಿತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಅದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಲುಕ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್. ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವರ್ಬ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಆರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. I have been writing notes from 6 o'clock. ಓಕೆ, 6 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ನ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಗುಡ್. You have been listening to music since yesterday. Great. ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. Excellent examples. Superb. So have you made note of the structure of the sentence in present perfect continuous tense? Great. And ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬೋರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ವೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರನೇ these two words, these two be form of verbs would be used. We use have when the subject is I, either I, you, we, they. ಈ 4 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈದರ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ 3. ಈ 3ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಮೈ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್ ಡೇಸ್. ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದಾನೇ ಹಾಡನ್ನ ಕಲಿತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್. ಸೊ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ for these subjects along with have or has. We consider this been as well. I have been waking up in the morning. 5:30 ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. I have been waking up early in the morning since my childhood days. ಆ ತರ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. A good example, but the way we put it is to be taken into consideration. Subject has or have, been to be included, verb in its continuous form. ಇಲ್ಲಿ past participle ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ present participle. verb plus ing ಅಂತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ present participle. Okay? Understood? Clear when and where we use has or have? I've been reading book from yesterday. I've been writing notes from 6 o'clock. Great. Have been ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. I've been listening to class 1 month. Good. We'll move on. Shall I stop sharing the screen and move on to the word wall activity? ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದನ್ನ? Has been working from 8 o'clock. Yes. Yes, from most of the centers. So I'm sharing the screen now. So now we have seen the structure. This structure is in a general terms, positive, negative, interrogative, other line na in general terms. Now we'll look in specific. Positive alli hegirate, the same one that we had seen now. Subject plus has or have, been to be included, present participle form of the verb, then to the remaining sentence or the object that you can consider or the remaining sentence. I, we, you, they, we use have. He, she, it, we include has. Many centers raising hands. If you're all you're raising hands, let me know the reason behind it. Any doubts? I have been walking on the road. Yavaginda, even from when you have been walking on the road? So this is something pertaining to positive sentence. Example pertaining to this positive sentence, I have been working on this project for a week. ಒಂದ್ ವಾರದಿಂದ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Can you quote me some examples for positive sentence? He has been pouring water. She is looked very beautiful. No, the sentence is wrong. I have been solving this puzzle from 2 days. Very nice example. 2 ದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ನಾನು ಈ puzzle ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. You started solving the puzzle, but you are still solving it. A great example to be quoted. I have been working on this project for a week. Amazing interaction among students. Super. ಒಂದು ಡೆಡ್ಲೈನ್ 6:30 ಇಂದ 7 ಗಂಟೆ ತನಕ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್, ಇನ್ನೂ ನಡೀತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನೀವು ನಡೀತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಡೆಡ್ ಲೈನ್. 7 ಗಂಟೆ ತನಕ ನಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ತರ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ದ ಡೆಡ್ ಲೈನ್. ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಫ್ರಮ್ 6:30 AM ಐ ಹವ್ ಬೀನ್ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್, ಆ ತರ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. 6:30 7 ಗಂಟೆ ತನಕ ನಾನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 6:30 to 7 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ನಾನ್ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. another example, she has been working here since 2020. 2020 ಅವಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ 10 days. ಓಕೆ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಮೈ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದಾನೇ ನಾನು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ನ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ವಾವ್, ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್, ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಕೋಟೆಡ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಎನಿ ಎರರ್. ನೈಸ್. ಈ 2 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಾಯ್ತಾ? ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಮೇಡ್ ನೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ 2 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್? Can see a lot of examples in chat box. I have been doing yoga. One moment. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಈಗ, ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷ. ಓವರ್. ಶೀಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್, ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ 2020. ಓಕೆ, ಸೂಪರ್. ಶಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. Eliminate this. Now we'll move on to negative sentence. Negative in present perfect continuous tense, subject have or has not been. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ not ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. been, then present participle form of the verb, then the rest of the sentence. ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. have not. Likita is looking so beautiful. ಈ sentence present continuous, not in present perfect continuous. Have been playing Lagori since childhood days. She has been watching movie from 2020. Okay. ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ. ಶೀಸ್ ಬೀನ್ have been swimming every day. This sentence isn't correct. I have been swimming. I have been learning swimming from my childhood days. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದ ನಾನು ಈಜೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಕಲಿತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. So in negative form, it is have or has. Along with that, we add not to it. Have or has ಜೊತೆಗೆ not ನ include ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. After that, be verb plus ing. She is not been, he has not been cooking. ಅವನು ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ? ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಪ್ ಸ್ಕಾಚ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಮೈ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್ ಡೇಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್, when you include these 2 words in its contracted form, how do we write it? We write it as haven't. Apostrophe we use and we contract the word as haven't. Same way it is for hasn't. ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲೂ ನಾವು has not, have not ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. We can contract the word as in haven't or hasn't, right? This is a common thing which you will be aware of it. Just to make a note of it, I am mentioning it. Okay? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ನಾನು ಬರ್ದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಹ್ಯಾವೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೋದು. So you shouldn't get confused. For that purpose alone, I am mentioning it on the board. She has not been reading story books from when? ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದಾನೇ ಓದ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. You cultivate the habit of reading it. Okay. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. we haven't been eating healthy food. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿರೋ ಊಟನ ನಾವು ತಿಂತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಹೆಲ್ದಿ ಫುಡ್. We need to avoid junk food. We haven't been eating healthy food. Another example, she hasn't been feeling well recently. ಸಮೀಪ ಕಾಲದಿಂದ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲ. She has been feeling well recently. Any other negative example, negative sentence that you can quote in present perfect continuous tense? I haven't been learning music from 2 years. 2 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ನಾನು ಹಾಡನ್ನ ಕಲಿತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Good. Nice example. Good example. Chaitanya is looking beautiful, Anala. It is not in present perfect continuous tense. I am very much audible. Kindly check the audio device at your end. I haven't been going back to work from past 6 months. 6 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. You already stopped going to work and even now you are not going. I have not been writing books from past 6 months. For 6 months ಅಲ್ಲ, from past 6 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ನೀವು ಬರಿತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನು ಏನು ಬುಕ್ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ರೈಟ್. ಈ 2 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ದಾಯ್ತಾ? Can I move on to positive interrogative sentences? ಓಕೆ, ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಗುಡ್. ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇಂಟರೋಗೇಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳೋ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಹೇಗಿರತ್ತೆ? As or have, this comes in the beginning, then followed with the verb been, present participle, remaining part of the sentence. Has or have ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮೊದಲೇ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆಯೋದು. ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ನು ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸೋದು. We'll see sentences pertaining to it. Have they been studying for the exam? ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಓದ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ? Have they been studying for the exam? ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ? ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಾಯ್ತು ಓದೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳೋ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? Have they been? This been indicates that action is in progress even now. ಇವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೇಳೋದು ಯಾವ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ been ಅನ್ನೋದು. Along with that verb plus ing. Something in progress even now. Something that started some time ago, even in progress right now. That we call it as present, that we call it as perfect continuous. ಈ perfect continuous ಅನ್ನೋದು past ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Has he been playing football regularly? On football ನ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನ? Has he been playing football regularly? Have they been going on a trip every summer? ಆ ತರ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. Have they going to trip ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. Have they been going on a trip every vacation? ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವೆಕೇಶನ್. Have you been working as a teacher? ಆ ತರ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. Have they been waiting for the trip? Okay. The sentences that you are quoting is correct, but here and there little mistake is there. Not an issue. We can rectify it. Has he been playing football regularly? Here, if at all you look at the sentence begin with the helping verb as has, because the subject over here is he ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅವನು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮೊದಲೇ ನಾವು ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪದನ ಬಳಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಂಟರಾಗೇಟಿವ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಿರತ್ತೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮೊದಲೇ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, have they been studying for the exam? This was the another example that I had quoted. Have they been going to school ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. have they going to school ಅಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. been ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬಳಸಿರ್ಬೇಕು. if at all it is to be indicated as perfect continuous. have they, have ಅನ್ನೋದು ಈ be form of verb, they is subject, been is to be included along with the verb ing is to be included so that it is present participle. Next we'll move on to negative interrogative. Okay, negative interrogative ಅಲ್ಲಿ sentence ಹೇಗಿರತ್ತೆ, have or has, not, the word not is to be included, then we include been, then present participle form of the verb. Remaining sentence, have you been practicing your games regularly? Good, nice sentence. I have not been going to school. Why you are not going to school? Has Bharati been going to school regularly? Good, nice example. ಭಾರತಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳಾ, ಇನ್ನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದಾಳಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳುವಾಗ ಈ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೂಪರ್. I have not been studying for the exams. From when? You should study, right? You can't tell this example. ಓದ್ಬೇಕು. haven't we been wasting too much time? ತುಂಬಾ ಹೊತ್ತನ್ನ ನಾವು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನಾವು? haven't we been wasting too much time? You are questioning yourselves. ತುಂಬಾ ಹೊತ್ತು ನಾವು ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೀವಲ್ವಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? haven't we been wasting too much time? One example. Another one, hasn't she been studying for the exam? ಅವಳು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಓದ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ವಾ? hasn't she been studying? ಹಾ, hasn't she not been, has she not been ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, hasn't she been working as teacher ಆ ತರ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಆಯ್ತಾ. hasn't she been working, has ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ not, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ subject been plus verb plus ing. Fine. Made note of these examples. Clear to everyone? Negative form of interrogative sentences. Is it clear to everyone? ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕಥೆನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ವಾ? haven't I been telling a story? haven't we waste our time on Sundays? Okay, right. So in today's session, we had learned present perfect continuous tense meaning, structure in its positive, negative and interrogative. Is it clear to everyone? ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Any doubts to anyone? You can ask me, or if at all, you can revise it and ask me in next class as well. Okay. I feel that you have understood really well. I shall end the session over here. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Vidya Shakti. Thank you.